name is Marcos. So I want to thank Allah. It's great to see him with his mom and his brother, the support here, and the blessings that I could speak to you today. It's my first time. If I stutter or I pause, it's because I'm in my mind trying to say the right thing. So I have two sisters that I call today real sisters, you know, and a father that I call Father G-Boy. And my story is, it's very hard, thank you, to speak about my story because I never have ever talked about my story. And it's no different than no other than your guys or sisters here. But it's very nerve-wracking because I see a guy with his mom and his brother. I have a mom, but I can't say she was perfect. I grew up in General Hospital. It's called the Winter Gardens Projects. My mom was very renowned. She was bouncing everywhere. So she had me and another, I don't call my brother today. It's hard to say that. To see Guyon and his mom and brother, and you guys having your moms and dads, I wish I had. So my mom, kind of my grandma and grandpa is my mom and dad. They're from Chihuahua, Juarez. I really don't know much of when I was small. I just know that I had a lot of, pain was my friend. I say that is because that's what happened through the years when I was small. Grandpa was very tough. They will call it here today, not very nice man. Grandma was the greatest woman. Back in the days, women used to obey their husband, old school way in Mexico. So it's very personal. I used to get hit a lot by grandpa. I used to get tied down by the old beds, the old barras. I can't say, I don't know what they call it in English, but bars. Yeah, because I couldn't tie my shoelaces. And that was, I guess you have to tie your shoelaces, what, 10, 9, I'm not sure. So my brother, that I call now my brother, he used to tie for me. And there was one day that it was time for us to go outside because, it's just a street, dirt. And I just remember Biggs. And so I showed him, hey, I tied my shoes. And I said, yeah, I'm going outside, So he said, let me see you. And he took him out, and I'm like, oh, man, here we go. So he just told me to show him that I tied my shoelaces. So the only thing I felt was a hit in my head. He said it was getting some attention, but I really don't. I have difficulty still at this moment sometimes reading and writing. So I have to accept that for the rest of my life. And I'm 47, I'll be 48, and it's a blessing to still be alive. So my mom used to bounce a lot, and so grandpa got mad at mom. I remember these days that they used to argue a lot. So it was not really a family, I never had a dad, a real dad. I have no memory of what he was or who he is. I really don't, I guess I always felt that I was always punished by the man upstairs. Because I always see people with their moms and dads. So I thought I was just, doing bad things not to see my family. The only ones who were there were grandpa and grandma. So I came back to the States because he got tired of us because we burned out our house. That's all I knew. I didn't know why. So moms took us to the projects, and from there, all my family are from that kind of lifestyle. So we bounced again and again and again and again and again. And to get to find out that I had to go to special ed classes. I didn't know why. They did all the testing. Mom didn't know nothing about it. Teachers were not nice neither in those days. Um, so, you know, so Mom didn't know nothing much about that I had a special ed. I had some kind of retardation about reading and writing, telling colors, speaking right, or can't tell my mind. So I had to look at people. I had to work harder than a regular, normal person. Um, so they sent me to special ed class, and I used to hide from people, regular people like you guys did, just to get into my class. And I felt different. I really wasn't. I thought I wasn't really to be there. And so I used to say I was. I used to be a runner for the teacher, and I'm throwing homework, you know, absence and all that. But it really wasn't. It was really how other people felt about retardation, retarded people. So I used to hear all these normal kids talk a lot of bad stuff about people but don't know how to read. And I was laughing with them, and I really was, and I was getting mad. I really wanted to sock them up because I was in it, and I had a light that I wasn't a part of that, but I really was. Mom was still doing the same, still hitting me. I had a stepdad who was very, really not a good man to my mom, but she's still with them till today. But it's a blessing. She has 2 kids from them. So one day there was a bully, and I started being a school janitor, you know, trying to save the day. And so my uncle said he heard, and I told him what happened. This guy was saying we'll meet after school at 3 o'clock, and I was young and I didn't know what was happening. I just seen this bunch of kids, and I was like, oh man, what's happening? And I knew like we had to get down, but I just started hiding car by car just to get back home. And my uncle was there, like I said, he's in the project, and they're very associated with that kind of gangs. So I made it home. I was like, yeah, but I still got to go to school tomorrow. So I told my uncle what happened, and he's like, you don't know how to fight? And I go, no, I have to. So he goes, well, I'm gonna teach you. So he taught me very well. But he first told me, I'm gonna teach you what pain is about. So he got this bamboo stick, caña, and he goes, and I didn't see it coming. He goes, bang, and I go, oh. He goes, that's how pain hurts. I'm like, oh, okay. But it winded me out. I was young. He goes, that's what he needs to feel. I don't know what it was a rush. It was very, it felt good. Pain was my friend for a long time. So after school, I just seen him and I just sucked him up, and I felt so great. That's where I started. My uncle started teaching me more about stuff. I smiled, I laughed. Mom was always, doing her thing, drunk. That's why I said about Guy and his mom and everybody else. I just wanted to be loved by my mom, and never back that, even at this age, still. But it's okay. I have kids. It's very hard, because like I said, I never talked about my past, because it hurts. I guess it hurts a lot. And to hear these stories, that they say stories, I don't know how they do it, but mine is very kept inside. I don't let it out to no one. And I'll give you a little bit of it. Jail, prison, it was home. Because I could get to hurt people when they could hurt me. I was taught very well. The system tried to break me. They taught me what not to do. If they needed something to do, I just raised my hand. Even if I have to go to the hole. The hole was my home. I lost 7 family members from streets. Kept that very private. I'm not the same clique, same gang. I'm from a different gang. just because my cousin didn't want to get us in his, so we made our own. But the reason why I got in is because they ran over my cousin 3 times, so I went with it. So that's when I decided to get with the game. I used to sell, I love guns. Anything that has, that's hard and metal. And I like to test it. Homeboy industry, wow. How did it come into my life? So I was jumping piece by piece. So in 2000, so Homeboy's been built March 10th, 2006. I didn't know nothing about Homeboys. I didn't know nothing about that. Father Greg, well, I didn't know what was his journey. But in September 17th of 07, I got out doing 8.5. This skinhead white boy. He was skinhead. He had everything, everything that he earned. Everything that I had, I earned. I just didn't put it in my face just for a show. I love to be where I was. And it took a long 8 years, and I've been, I don't know my date of how much I've been clean. It's been a while. And these are the people that built this emotion in me. And I don't like it because it's very hard to, feel these feelings that you guys call emotions or whatever. But I have kids today, and I want to be a great father to them. And that's what I need to do. Like I said, I'm literate, but there are my teachers. That is Father Greg is a teacher to me. He's the reason why I took my tattoos off. Because he didn't quit. I know Inez, I know Emily. I used to get high, big time. And it took almost 8 years, a long time to get where I'm at today. And it was a big journey for me not to understand why this is happening. When I started in the 17th of September of 07, I came in the doors with this white skinhead. I didn't know nothing about Homeboys, and all these guys at Homeboys, on 130 West Bruno Street, all these fools, all these homies. Boom! I'm like, oh man, what do you guys? I'm all flared up, I don't have to speak it, I don't have to say where I'm from, it's right there plastered in my face. And the only one who reached out for me was Joey Ray. He's from San Diego. He was the only one who reached out for me. And he got me, and I'm like, whoa, get away from me, man. What's up? And he just took me in Dad's G's office. And like I said, I'm not really into churches, because all those churches you hear about the news, how bad they are, right? And like I said, I was fighting with God all the time. And now I call him Creator. And so he sat me down, and this guy, I was like, what's wrong with this dude? And he goes down, hey, what's up, son? And he goes, are you ready to hang gloves? And I'm like, no, I'm here for a 9 to 5. And I had known nothing about that. I knew nothing about G, nothing, Pops, what he was looking, what he was doing, I just knew I just got there. And I didn't want it. I didn't want it. Because I went back, got my 38, I got my sack. I was going back to the block and going back to jail. That's how I knew it was home. And this man just hired me off the spot in the bakery. I didn't know nothing about bakery, man. Oh my God. This man put me in the bag, and I was like, nothing is done, no bread, nothing. I'm like, everything's still with the plastic, and me and the homies are like looking at each other because we're enemies. We don't know each other, so everybody's packing, everybody's just on the drill, on ready outside. And we're like, what we should do, bro? Like, hey, homie, what should do? I'm like, and he's like, hey, let's go sleep. So early in the morning, we're sleeping in the bag, with the crates, because we don't know how to make bread, right? I remember this. We had this baker chef that we used to steal our powder, our flour. You know who he is. Man, he had his own bakery and he was stealing our flour, right? The best. I mean, he had to teach us. And that's the thing you have to understand, guys, is that I understand today that the only difference is where I live. And my mom has the education, she knows how to read and write. She has all the insight of how the world works. I didn't. She didn't give me that. She didn't pass it to me. Maybe something happened to her with her grandpa and grandma used to fight a lot. And that's how I put it together. I put little puzzles. Because when she used to talk to me, I couldn't comprehend what she was saying. I was like, what? And I had to look at people how to dress. And the thing dropped me, man. Why Dickies steal somebody's shoes or take somebody's pants and with the homies, and I'm over here like, mom's sucking me up because I'm wearing this big old shirt and Theo letting me, I'm taking his stuff too. And she takes us out of this because she sees that I'm going there with Theo, with my cousins, with their friends. When I see Theo fighting all day and I wanted to be that. I didn't want to be him, I wanted to be me. And that's why you see in my face is that that's who I am. That's what I want. Nobody made me to be from the gang, nobody pushed me. I did that because I felt that was family. And that's what it was family. I never had a family until I found them, until I found Homeboys. They taught me what I am today. They taught me things that I didn't know, and they had the issues. They taught me a lot, because I didn't know much, how to be a man. I know how to be a fighter. I could fall and get up and get my lick again, get my round again. It wouldn't hurt, it wouldn't matter. But that's the same thing she said. It was there, I didn't care. So what? I challenged it. Scared, but it's okay. He did me a favor. And now my thinking is different. Now I want to be there for my kids because my mom, my dad, real dad wasn't there. I want them to have the things that I couldn't have. And that's not what I went through, violence, or they call it violence or getting disciplined. I don't want to do that. They taught me how to talk to them. Jose, not Jose, but Jose's a pain in the ass too. But Hector, Verdugo, I know, yeah, sister history, you hear this, Luis Perez, Fabian Devora, Shirley, all these old school, Mary Allen, I wouldn't remember all these names because I love these people, eh? Hector's a pain in the ass, he used to talk my ear off all day. John, he was quiet, I was waiting for him to say something crazy to this guy just to be quiet. But, you know, I ate sister's hamburger too, it was good, but she was eating this spicy hamburger, I don't wonder it was a spicy one. And that's what Homeboys is about. They don't give up on anybody, on us or anybody. INS, well, we have issues. We have an issue going on too. But I tell you one thing, it is a blessing to have this man there because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here now. I'm telling you, it's because of him, Homeboy stands. It's because of him, how I feel today. It's because of him, what he has taught. And there's people when I used to be called the tattoo runaway guy. And the pain was good. That's why I kept on going, because it was this laser that hit you and it felt stingy, but it felt good because I was angry all the time. And there was times, hey, hit me again. No, you gotta wait 3 weeks. Oh, get 3 weeks, just hit me. It was because of the pain. I was angry all the time. Now I run 3 miles, 2 miles. I don't know how you guys do it, but mathematics, oh my God, measurements of my miles and this and that. I'm still like, what's the whole gimmick about running? How far, how distance, and I'm like, oh my God, you're giving me a headache, just let me run. And I understand it's a good thing, it's a healthy thing. How much food you eat? Man, you guys, I don't know, if you guys eat meat. Anybody here vegetarian or anybody eat? I'm trying. But I'll tell you one thing, man. Homeboys never gives up on no one, that's a community. And it's teaching me how to be friends with anybody. And I'm not here to judge no one because I've been judged all the time, so it's not new to me. It's not how you give me and you don't like me because of where I live. It doesn't matter because I gotta live my life. I gotta survive. They call it survival, but it's to live another day. And today I choose to live. I choose nobody to take my life. If I have to defend it, I gotta be very careful how to acknowledge, stop, don't do that, and then get hurt, homie. But it's hard because in me, I'm still built to rush in and do it. I'm a two-striker. I really didn't care. I really didn't. Now I do because now I want to see my kids grow up on your guys' age. You know, to see them be what you're at until they get accepted. And I know there's some places that don't get accepted because you have to work hard. Well, I have to work twice, 3 times harder than you guys to be here and to understand. I'm glad it's technical pages that you're talking about. Another that tells you, you know. But it teaches me. I try to become my own teacher, but I have tutors. Homeboys has volunteers that help people like anybody, and they're not even getting paid. Even Troy doesn't even get paid. He's there just talking about Homeboys and what they provide for all of you. Not only everybody. This is not a thing. This is for everybody to learn about each other. If this is the place to get to know each other, then maybe this is the place so we could get all to know each other. Maybe not. Remember, we still judge ourselves, and we judge the same. But that has taught me one thing. We just want to be treated like human beings. You just want to be treated just like we're just normal, but we're not. You know. But at the same time, I tell you one thing. I know I don't want to talk much about my history because it's still pain inside. But I tell you one thing. These 2 ladies are a miracle because I see them more than teachers and sisters. I see them as real sisters. And to see them grow and graduate, go to high school, and come here and want to come here, I don't have that. I don't have the education. I could. It gives me a headache. My brain has to work harder. So I have to see them do it so I could be like, I could do it. I know I can. It's just gonna take me some time, and it's okay. If it takes me to be 60 where I'm at today or 70, I don't know where my journey is, but I know my journey is just standing there for that biggest runner. I don't work there. He won't hire me no more. Oh my God, that man doesn't hire me. And he has his reasons. I used to work there before. Now I'm volunteering. And now I understand how to come at people. Sometimes, just like I said, everybody's a pain in the ass. But that pain in the ass is for a good, positive way. And today I believe in Creator, and that's God. Whoever He is one. He kept me along for a reason, and I don't know why. And I know now why. And that's give myself a chance, and to prove myself that. And I thank Him every day, and I pray every day in the morning. Even when I'm mad, I pray to God and tell Him, "Hey, Creator, thank you for letting me be. Let me breathe, let me be alive, let me walk to the car, go to work safe." But I not pray only for myself, I pray for everybody. And that's how it makes me feel good because now I can say that I don't want to die. I want to live and see my kids breathe. And I want to see myself breathing, enjoy the moments with them that I have this age and continue where you're at. And that's what I want. I want to catch up to you guys. And that's the elders. I want to be 87. I want to see my kids go to school, even though I don't know how to read and write. But I want to at least be there and read with them 5th grade or 6th grade. But they will understand one day that their dad has a problem. But you know what? For right now, I could read a little book with them. And they're teaching me how to pronounce things. Because they are my heroes. And they are my heroes too. And that's what I say. Don't give up on Homeboys. Don't give up on yourselves. Homeboys is there to help everybody. And Father G has proven it. And just gotta give him that chance and tell your friends that we're not here to be all judgmental. Dad is here for everybody. And his quest is just give him that opportunity that he has a message for everybody. Not only for me, for all of you. And nobody's hearing him. And he needs more help. He needs help from everybody, and that's G. G does that. G did that, and that's where we're at because of him. That's why we're there, because of him. And today he gives us opportunities, and where they're at today is because of him, not because of me. He never gave up on me, and that's why I do things for him. And he's worth everything. That's why my tattoos are off my face, because of him, not for no one else. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't there, I wouldn't be back here, be still there or dead. And that's why it's worth doing it, because of him. That's why. My name is Marcus, and have a good day.